So this is actually a bonus show that is going to be published in tandem with the episode just preceding it called How to Organize Your To-Do Lists. Because there's something that I missed that you don't want to miss out on. So this is Melissa Dillon. I am your host here on Have More Time, and I am so excited because I love sharing with you all the strategies, ideas, and studies that I've looked into over the years about how to manage time effectively as a parent. So it is a huge priority here to prioritize family and love and doing the things that you want to do. And you deserve that. Your family deserves it. So let's dive right in to the little caveat that I had to our last episode, all about organizing your to-do list. So welcome. If you have not listened to the last episode, I definitely encourage you to do it. It is episode number 17 and likely published the same day as this one. I think I'm going to go ahead and publish them both back to back because this is a really important little piece of information that I think that you need to know about organizing your to-do list and not getting overwhelmed by it. So in the last episode, go ahead and go take a listen. If you haven't joined us before and this is your first episode, welcome. I definitely encourage you to listen to all the other episodes all about managing your time as a busy and ambitious parent so that you can do the things that you love and want to do with your kids, with your spouse, and for yourself. So the piece of information that I missed that is super critical of you to keep in mind when you create a list thoughtfully and with clarity, so you've categorized your to-do list, it's no longer a big chicken scratch piece of paper. The most important thing is not to add anything else to it. So let me explain. So the reason why to-do lists get so overwhelming and that they don't work or they get so frustrating and they scramble your brain and you want to throw it out the window or throw yourself out the window because you're just so overwhelmed is because you keep adding things to it. I've been there. I add things and rewrite because it's so messy. You know, how many lists have you rewritten the same stuff and you're like, I'm rewriting this walk the dog 3 times this week for the 5th time, whatever. So the one big thing that is so important is not to add things to it until you're done with it so that you can really feel accomplished. Now, of course, there are going to be some things that come across your plate that you're like, oh my goodness, there's an important and urgent thing that I need to get done and I completely forgot. I totally understand that that's going to happen. If you genuinely know it's important to you and it's urgent, go ahead and put it on your list. But if you haven't taken the moment to evaluate it, to genuinely evaluate it, protect your list. Put everything into scrutiny. Is this important? Do I need to assess this right now? Ask yourself, if there's a task that comes across your plate, do I need to assess whether I need to handle this right now, or can I give this person an answer later, or can I push that back to next week, the next time that I dump my brain and decide on categorizing more tasks? Do I really need to work on this right now? The answer may be no, that you don't have to. And you also want to protect yourself from yourself, because your brain, especially if you've been in the habit of being so busy and feeling so overwhelmed and everyone around you is living a life like that as well, it may feel like that's what you're supposed to be doing because it's a habit. Not only is it a habit, but you're seeing friends and other family do it, and they're also busy and overwhelmed because we're all in this Western culture, we're all like that. So it is an extra effort to say, okay, I'm going to slow down and assess, does this task need to be done? If you don't need to assess it right now, put it on a list that you're going to brain dump on later. So if you're a paper person, write it on a piece of paper and tuck it away, but don't evaluate whether you're going to do it or not right now. If you are an app person, you ended up taking me up on the suggestion of using something like Todoist. I brought that up in the last episode. Then put it in your inbox in Todoist and don't look at it again until you are ready to. So the reason why that's so important is, again, you just don't want to, you're trying to break a habit right now. And it does take a couple of months before you start to feel like, ooh, I'm feeling good and this is starting to feel normal, that I am slowing down to assess whether a task is important right now. If a task is a 2 to 5 minute task that doesn't need to go on a list, but you can go ahead and take care of it real quick, like taking out the trash or feeding the pet or helping your child choose their share for tomorrow and that didn't end up on the list for whatever reason, you forgot. Little things like that that don't take very much time, sure, go ahead and do it. But anything outside of that, I strongly urge you to just let it go, tuck it away somewhere so that your brain can just forget about it for now. And then next time you're ready to create another list, then that's when you assess and go ahead and add it on a categorized, clear list that you can be proud of accomplishing. So I hope that this helps. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your listening to this follow-up bonus episode. And if you have been enjoying these episodes, pretty please do subscribe. It's not just for me, but it's for parents just like you out there who might be looking for an answer. And we're still working on getting ranked. We're not ranked very well right now just because we're really brand new. So the more reviews, the better, because that's going to help everyone find out and learn about Have More Time for busy parents like you, so that we can all help each other, lift each other up to live a life that we love with our family. So enjoy the rest of your week, and I look forward to talking with you next time.